Have you ever felt overwhelmed by the sheer number of options available to you? You're not alone. In his book, The Paradox of Choice, Why More is Less, Barry Schwartz introduces us to this very phenomenon. He suggests that while choice is an integral part of our freedom, an overabundance of it can actually lead to dissatisfaction and decision paralysis. This paradox of choice, as Schwartz calls it, is a modern-day conundrum that we all grapple with. In a world with an abundance of options, decision fatigue becomes a real issue. This is a key point in Barry Schwartz's exploration of the downside of having too many choices. The sheer volume of options we face daily, from what to eat for breakfast to which career path to pursue, can become a source of anxiety and paralysis. Schwartz calls this the tyranny of choice. He paints a picture of a society burdened by an excess of options, where the freedom to choose is more of a curse than a blessing. This paradoxical situation often leads to decision fatigue, a state where our mental energy is drained by the process of evaluating countless alternatives. This fatigue, in turn, results in anxiety and even an inability to make a choice at all. We find ourselves stuck in a state of indecision, overwhelmed by the possibilities. This overabundance of choice is counterproductive, leaving us not liberated but rather trapped. As Schwartz suggests, the tyranny of choice can leave us feeling overwhelmed and dissatisfied. Are you a maximizer or a satisficer? Your answer might have a significant impact on your happiness. Barry Schwartz, in his book The Paradox of Choice, introduces these two styles of decision-making. Maximizers are those who strive to make the best possible choice, meticulously evaluating every option to ensure they're not missing out. On the other hand, satisficers are content with options that are simply good enough, freeing themselves from the exhaustive search for the absolute best. These two styles have different implications for our happiness and satisfaction. Maximizers, despite their relentless pursuit of the best, often find themselves less satisfied, trapped in a cycle of high expectations and potential disappointment. Satisficers, however, tend to be happier, their contentment rooted in the acceptance of good enough choices. Schwartz also suggests that limiting our choices can lead to increased happiness. By reducing the number of options we consider, we can avoid decision fatigue and find satisfaction more readily. As Schwartz argues, sometimes less is more when it comes to making choices. Striking a balance in our approach to choice could be the key to a more satisfying life. In his conclusion, Schwartz advocates for a balanced approach, encouraging us to simplify decisions rather than drowning in limitless options. His practical strategies include valuing good enough choices over the absolute best and listening to our emotions as guiding forces. He suggests that by reducing the burden of choice, we can make decisions that truly satisfy us. In the end, it's not about having endless options, but about making choices that truly enrich our lives.